Hey there. Today I'm going to try to put a door handle on my wife's 2003 PT Cruiser. The outside door handle in the back is falling off, and I'm going to go ahead and try to replace it. I got one from Amazon, and it was only like 10 bucks. So I'll walk through and we'll get that going. And buddy, you can play in the backyard while I'm doing this. It's going to be good. Oh, okay. So, now let me get this started. Okay, going down. Stay. Whew. Alright, so one end I took my umbrella from my picnic table, and I went ahead and I put this up here to keep me out of the sun. The sun is supposed to be like 91 today, and the sun will burn me to death. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this up, and I'll set you in here and I'll try to walk you through it. Now, first of all, what I already did in the handle right here, there's 2 screws, and they're T25s. So Torx bit 25, and that's the only thing. The rest of them is just, there's 2, this is for the back door. The rest of them is just 2 Phillips screws, and then that's about it. And then everything else just pops on and off. The inside is actually a 10 millimeter bolt that holds the handle itself on. Here's my new handle. Let's look and see what all I got in it. Got all kinds of goodies. And most importantly, I got the handle with it. See? Brand new handle. And if you live in Ohio, anything that's nice and shiny looking on your car, after about 6 or 7 years, it disintegrates and turns into cornflakes, and before you know it, you go to grab something that you've always hoped would open your door, and it comes right off in your hand. And don't be shocked, because you already seen the video and I already told you it'll break right off. So this one is only 2 little nuts, one here that holds it on, one here that holds it on, and then it's just got the little wire that goes into here, and when you hit the button, she goes down. Boom, that's it. That's all it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to zip off this panel real quick and get this going. I went ahead and got the lazy screwdriver out. Here. One, two, what? Are you serious? There's just one screw holding that door panel. There's nothing else. Back doors are easy. Front doors, you got the mirror to work with. I have a feeling this should be a quick job. I got this already off. Just want to make sure when I'm pulling it off that I'm not going to break anything. So what you do now, what's in here? Is there anything in here? Is this hiding anything? Okay, it's not hiding anything. Alright. Try not to break anything. Come on, man. Alright, I need to get a little pry bar. Hold on. Alright, I ended up getting this is a brake drum adjustment tool right here. But I'm using it as a pry bar because it's not too sharp. It's kind of dull. They actually call it a spoon, or an adjustment spoon, and it'll I can pry that, pop that right off, no problem. And I got this thing, it looks like something off of X-Men, but actually it's just, this is actually made for going through window glass sealer. This is where you just poke a hole through it, run a wire, and it cuts windshields and stuff out. And I've used this many times, so I'm going to use this to pry this door panel off, and then I'll go ahead and start getting everything apart on it. All you do is you pry, don't be scared to break it off. As long as you got the screws off, these are made to just pop off. So just kind of walk it around. Oh, this one needs a pry. Right here. Pry it up. Now usually the top door panel just hooks right where the window is. So it'll hook on here, but it's meant to just snap down here. Oh, I got a screw right here, I didn't even know. One screw right here. Boop, right where the door handle is. Inner door handle. Off. Out. Ugh. And don't lose your screws. Whatever you do. I mean, it's one thing if you lose one and you have like 3 or 4 or 5 that you lose, because then you can just say, hey, I need one of these. But when you turn around and you got one, and that's it. It's really hard to say, well, it looks like a screw. Oh, there it goes. It looks like a screw. You got one of those? It's not going to work. So, let's see this one. I think this one needs to come off. Here. Nice and slow. If you get your fingers behind it, that's the best. Because you're really not going to break it using your little fingers. Oh yeah, looks like there's a little screw holding it that this covers. Usually these little plastic pieces, they put these on here to cover the ugly. So if you see this little plastic piece, this means behind it, there, comes right off. Just means behind it is the screw, which is right here. Come off. There. Now, if I didn't take that off, I would have broke that tab. So here. There. And up. Wiggle, wiggle. And handle. Right now, I'll show you on here. See right here. Oh, hold on a second. Let me get this camera thing adjusted. See right here. This thing usually what breaks. This little plastic piece. And these you can buy them. And they're pretty universal. Every car has one of these. Might even be a different color. And this is how you just take them off. You just take your thumb and you pop it, and it rolls off to the side, and then this comes out. See that? And to put it on, you go like this, and you roll this to the side, and the lock, and there you go. So when you see them people that's got the door handle or the door panel off, and they're pulling this rod to get their door handle open, so all they needed to do is just get one of these little clips. I think they were maybe $2 for 15 of them. But anyway, so that comes on. Since there's no speaker on here, that's all there is. Your front door has a speaker panel on it. This one comes with the optional child garbage can option, which I'm real fond of. And so I'm going to set that there. Set you up. Try to see if I can get that panel, that handle right back on. Now, so this handle here, this just comes on, little stickies. all this does is keep the dust and cold air out. I'm driving down the road from outside, but it goes right back on. This stuff never dries. It always stays sticky. So you can pop it off and then look in there and see what you need to take off. So here and here. Okay, hold on. Alright, now the two bolts that take the handle off, 10mm, and I'm just using an extension just to make it more comfortable, but you really don't need that much room. Even a deep well socket by itself would probably work, but I prefer to just be able to reach in there. And which this ratchet's pretty nice on Harbor Freight. I got it. It's two sides. There's a 1/4 inch drive on this side and a 3/8 drive on this side, and if you need more leverage, this comes out and I can extend it. Isn't that the coolest thing? And I've used it on everything. Plus you got it that long, I can pry on stuff. I mean, really get in there and take off lug nuts if I wanted to, and it hasn't broke yet. Now watch, I said that, and watch it break right now. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take these two 10mm bolts off. As I'm taking it off, it disintegrated the rest of the way. Here, watch. Alright. Okay, let me show you this handle anyway. This is the reason why I'm replacing it. Okay, see this? I don't know if you can see it very well. Right here, this disintegrated and this broke off, but here's that same clip to get the other one on. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this and try to pop it right off. That's the same thing. And if I can pop it off, they don't have to be real tight, just enough. Just a little. That's it. It's like a new car. This back on here. Goopy goopy. Gotta put this on. Alright, little tab here, so you can see the better. This little guy right here, I showed you how to do. That goes on the inner handle, so you pull it open. So it's just going to go grab it and spin it around, lock. Hook the top, make sure your lock button is in, lock button. Make sure it's on the inside. Top is first, it's priority. And once the top's in, the rest of it you just kind of punch it around. So you hear poppity pop pop pop. Yeah. here. And the little thing hides the ugly. Here. Here. T25 screws. Handle. Oh, and this little cover for this little hole right here.